The great surprise is that they were so bad against St Mirren and so poor against Motherwell. This is the type of performance that Philippe Clement has always maintained that his players have got. They showed it today. They deserved the victory, not just the victory, the margin of the victory. It's very convincing. And Celtic will just need to go away and lick their wounds. I'm sure every Celtic supporter really can't explain why, apart from Carter Vickers, no one else was on it at all. Every loose ball, Rangers won it. Every man-to-man battle, the Rangers man came out on top. And you didn't see Kyogo. I know he had a goal disallowed, but you didn't see the best of him. You didn't see Kuhn, and I know he picked up that face knock.
Yeah.
It might have hampered him, but apart from that, he did little. Maeda did very little. Callum McGregor giving the ball away. Liam Scales giving the ball away, and the fullbacks just didn't get forward. It's remarkable to think they were so far off it today.
Mark, virtually everyone off form for Celtic. Rangers were right at it, but what about that point? Rangers were first to virtually every ball.
Yeah, they were. Can't deny that, Paul. Rangers played really well. They had a real hunger and desire about them tactically. I've been critical of Philippe Clement's tactics and team selection every now and again, but today, and I think it just shows it's key, and I've spotted it in Champions League games, if you can stop Celtic in the wide areas, you're onto something. And they did not allow Kuhn and Maeda to play. They didn't allow Johnston and Kuhn to have that brilliant natural relationship that they have down the right hand side. They had Celtic pinned back, and then when they got possession of the ball, their passing was crisper, it was more accurate, and they created much more chances. So again, Paul, 3-0 to Rangers, and thoroughly deserving. For Brendan Rodgers and his players, what they'll take is the comfort of the good work that they've done in the first half of the season to build up that 11-point gap. But it just shows as well, in a one-off game, Rangers have got something.
You'll be raging though, Mark, the manager, Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, of course he will. We don't want to lose any game. He's got a great record against Rangers. Getting into this one, was it 16 wins out of 20 Old Firm derbies? So no, he wanted to leave Ibrox today, Paul, I'm sure, with a 17-point gap, which may well have meant the end for Philippe Clement, but it's been cut. It's been cut to 11, and again, Rangers deserved it. Celtic, there was virtually nothing from them, Paul. And the first goal as well, when you look at some of the goals Celtic lose against a tougher opposition, a lot of it's self-inflicted. And the credit to Rangers for the way they've got the press right and they've intercepted the pass, but it's self-inflicted mistakes by Celtic that cause themselves a lot of problems, not just today, but over the piece when they don't get results right.
I think the bigger story is Philippe Clement.
Yeah.
Had he lost that today, the chances are he would have been gone. I think it would have been a toxic environment if you lose to Celtic at Ibrox and you go 17 points behind. It's unacceptable. And I think the Rangers fans would have been screaming for some sort of change, especially when you think of how quickly they get rid of Van Bronckhorst and Michael Beale. And this gap, I think it's still insurmountable. Celtic will win the title, and Celtic, I'm sure, will recover from this. They'll need to just lick their wounds and come back stronger. But this is all about Philippe Clement, and the Rangers board now need to just say that the manager is in place for the time being. We're trying to build something here, and they've had something in the cup final. They've had something here this afternoon, and you wonder if they can get the level of consistency that's required to mount a serious challenge.